Well, thanks for tuning in to this midweek update. Kerry Hughes, our senior pastor, is not with us this week. He is taking a 2-week vacation. And if you've been following these weekly updates, you would recall the very first one we had. Kerry took an opportunity to make a dig at my current state of hair. And though I thought about attacking him and taking this opportunity, I'm not going to go to his level. I can't physically, and I'm not going to take the opportunity here either. So while Kerry's on vacation, please be praying for him and his family as he's taking a much needed rest, and we look forward to him coming back. In this midweek update, we have a couple of announcements we'd like to let you as a body know about. First is in regard to the reservations of Christ the Redeemer's Church's Sunday services. We have now been allowed to allow 100 people into our church service on Sunday in the sanctuary. And we want you to know that you are more than welcome to reserve spots for multiple weeks in a row. We're no longer asking that you wait every other week. You can reserve Sunday after Sunday if you'd like to, as a family or as an individual, come each Sunday that you would like. This coming Sunday, we are going to be saying goodbye to another family, Tim and Lucy Montecavo. Sadly, they are having to move to Arizona. We're excited for their next step in life, but we are sad to lose them. This will be their last Sunday at Christ the Redeemer Church with us. So please come and say goodbye to them, as they will be with us for the last time. As you've noticed, I am the youth pastor here at Christ the Redeemer Church, and we're going to take this time to give you some updates on some of the transitions happening in the youth ministry, specifically with our junior high director Tyler Shawn, and our new incoming junior high director Trevor Therese. So we will be having 2 interviews with them, and then at the end we will be giving you some updates on our seniors who are graduating high school and celebrating their achievement and their next step in their lives. Well, now I'm joined by Tyler Shawn, our junior high director of almost 2 to 3 years, where he's been proactively investing in students. He's been teaching nearly two times a week, from midweek of Wednesday nights at Crew to also Sunday school for our junior high students. As COVID came, starting in March, the youth ministry program kind of went on a pause for a little while. And Tyler's skills outside of just teaching and shepherding our students was needed primarily in recording of our services. And Tyler's been doing a lot of things behind the scenes, and in that, we realized in the next chapter of CTR's history, we're going to need a lot of help in our live streaming and recording of our services. And so Tyler is actually going to be taking on a new position with Christ the Redeemer Church as primarily a tech advisor role. So Tyler, why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit of what you've been doing behind the scenes, and then kind of your vision for this new position and the ways we can be praying for you.
Yeah. Well, as Andrew said, the last couple of years working as the junior high director has been a blessing for myself. I do not see myself as a gifted teacher, as a gifted lesson preparer. Andrew's done a great job at allowing me to grow in that, challenging me to grow in that. I just felt, and I think we all felt, it was a great time to kind of transition to something where I could use my gifts and my talents, which is more video and photo. Something I've been doing the last couple of months, we've been recording the services on Saturdays and then publishing them on Sundays, so then we can all as a body still worship, still be able to partake in singing and listening to sermons. But now that we are all together, not all, a lot of us are together on Sundays, we still need to get the sermon out. Recording it and getting it out isn't quite feasible, isn't quite as good for the full body. So we've worked our way towards live streaming. And so on Sundays, when there's the 100 or so in the church worshiping, you can still worship at home, on vacation, wherever you're at, overseas. And I think that's been the big thing, and the thing I'm moving into is being able to get our messages, Carrie's sermons, Jay's sermons, Andrew's sermons, Ken's sermons out more than just our church, but to our missionaries that are overseas. Ones that we've poured into that kind of feel disconnected at times where they're not able to fully engage within our church. They've been joining in our Wednesday morning prayer meetings more than I think we've ever seen before. And so I cannot wait to continue to do this and connect the AV, the sound team with the worship teams, kind of create that a little bit better as well. And then just also just ministries throughout the week, women's ministries, youth ministries, whatever tech they need. A lot of times we missing a cord here, the projector won't work there. So as I live at the Riley, it's really good. I'm kind of on call to be able to help the whole campus of our church when a tech thing is needed. So with that, prayer just that I use my time wisely, doing a lot of recordings, of weekly recordings on Sundays. Sundays can get really stressful for really anybody who's involved with the service. Can be a very stressful thing. Sometimes it's hard to worship, to be so focused on God's word, so focused on if there's communion or anything like that. So just prayer that the Lord is with us on Sundays, that we're still able to worship together with the body. I think that's the big thing. I love doing it. It's a gift and a talent of mine, and so I'm just really looking forward to continuing that way.
Yeah, and I've heard countless times of people complimenting and being so blown away at how so quickly we were able to get not only the services recorded, but also the live streaming going. Tyler didn't mention everything he's been doing. He's also been helping with some of the children's recordings. He's been doing the midweek updates. And when we were first doing the recordings, he was spending countless hours on Saturday from literally 9 in the morning to sometimes 11 to 2 or 3 at night and in the morning of the next day, getting the recordings ready and edited for you as a body to receive them. So we're super sad as a youth ministry to be losing Tyler, but we realize that the body needs his gifts and his talents in this area even more than we do at Crew right now. And we're excited to have Trevor, who we're about to interview next. We're excited to have him come in as our new junior high director, and so we will be sitting with Trevor here in a moment. Well, now we have the great opportunity to sit and talk with Trevor Therese, our new junior high director. I'm going to let Trevor talk a little bit about his time here with CTR, but Trevor's been a really important part of our youth ministry for quite some time now, from being a volunteer to an intern and now as a director. So Trevor, why don't you tell us 3 different things. One, what different roles you've had with the youth ministry in your time at CTR, your excitement for this new position, and then also ways we can be praying for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the past 4 years or so, I've been a youth leader. My first 2 years I was a youth leader here, and then I transferred into our internship program, and I did that for another year. And this past year I was actually just a volunteer, but now I have the awesome opportunity to step into the junior high director position, which very, very excited about, especially because I've known a lot of these kids and a lot of these families for quite some time, and so it's just really awesome being able to continue with those relationships and continue to build those relationships and invest in them, and as well as get to know the families more and really connect with them, and just really excited. And one of my goals is that every kid is having someone investing in them and discipling and just getting pointed towards Christ. So very excited, very, very excited for this position. And ways you can be praying is that I'm new to this level of leadership role, like above being a youth leader, and so I'm gonna need a lot of wisdom and direction and discernment moving forward of how to, just in regards to like putting together lessons and having effective Bible studies and how to lead a team of volunteers and interns well and effectively, and just being a good communicator. And
Good. Yeah, one of the things that, Trevor, you've done for a long time with our ministry is actively invested in students in a discipleship manner, in a word-centered manner. So we're really excited for Trevor to bring that into the junior high program at Christ the Redeemer Church. And so please be praying for him as he's taking this on. Not starting the fall, he's been doing it for a couple weeks now, but proactively preparing for the fall this summer. Well, as exciting as it is to see the transitions happening with Tyler Shum as the new tech advisor and then Trevor Therese as the new junior high director, we also have some excitement of our seniors graduating. This COVID pandemic has been a really challenging time for graduating students and their families, as they've been missing a lot of last year events, where from prom to graduation ceremonies to just even the small events that are happening in their youth ministries and their youth groups. So we had an awesome opportunity to do a drive-by kind of social distancing parade for all of our graduating seniors. And if you don't know them, I'm going to go through the list here briefly. We had 5 graduating seniors this year. Mary and Leah Bade are both graduating. Then we also have Josiah Hughes, our senior pastor's son, is graduating. Gabe Moderman, and then Zaira Webb. Each of them are going in different directions after high school. Some are going straight into work, into the workforce. Some of them are starting their own entrepreneur business. And then some of them are going straight into college, some local, and then some out of state as well. So if you think about it, please be praying for them. And we have some videos here for you and some photos of our parade celebrating our seniors. And this is it for you guys. The last, you did it.
Here at Zaira's.
Right?
Woo!